Hello everyone, myself Arvahita, Assistant Professor of Computer Science Department from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. I am here to explain a few concepts of the subject Mobile Computing CS 8601. Here we are going to discuss Unit 3, that is the Mobile Network Layer. The topic is Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. The objective of this topic is to understand about dynamic host configuration protocol. So let us know what is dynamic host configuration protocol. It is used to merge the world of mobile phones with the internet and to support mobility. Automatically it assigns the unique IP address of each device that connects to a network. It is used to simplify the installation and maintenance of the network computers. Okay. So, if a mobile device needs to be connected to a network, it is used. This dynamic host configuration protocol assigns the IP address. If a new computer is connected to the network, the DHCP can provide it with all the necessary informations for full system integration into the network. Example, addresses of DNS server and subnet mask, domain name, IP address, and also with the default router. The DHCP client sends a request to the server. That request we call it as DHCP discover, to which the server responds. Okay. The client sends the request using the MAC broadcast to reach all the devices in the LAN, that is local area network. A DHCP relay might be needed to forward the request across internetworking units to a DHCP server. So we need a relay for this purpose. Okay. So this is a diagram which describes the connection. So client will send the request DHCP request, that is DHCP discover. So the client broadcasts a DHCP discover into the subnet. So two servers will receive this broadcast and find the configuration they can offer to the client. The servers reply to the client request with the DHCP offer and offer a list of configuration parameters. Then the client can choose one of the configuration offered. Then the client in turn replies to the servers accepting one of the configurations and rejecting the other using the DHCP request. So the client will send a request to the servers. So two or more servers, it may be two or more servers. So that request will be sent in the form of DHCP discover. Okay. The servers will reply to the client's request with the DHCP offer. Okay. So it will list a set of parameters so that the client can choose between the parameters which will be okay with the client. If a server receives a DHCP request with the rejection, it can free the reserved configuration for other possible clients. The server with the configuration accepted by the client now confirms the configuration with the DHCP acknowledgement. So this completes the initialization phase. As soon as the DHCP acknowledgement is obtained, the initialization phase is completed. So if a client leaves the subnet, it should release the configuration received by the server using the DHCP release. Okay. The configuration a client gets from the server is only leased for a certain amount of time and it has to be reconfirmed time to time. Okay. The DHCP request with rejection, that is if the server receives it is rejected, then it should free all the reserved configuration so that it can be used by the other clients. Okay. After the DHCP acknowledgement is received, the initialization phase is completed. Then it has to release also with the using DHCP release. So this is the diagram which explains all these things. Okay. What this client initialization, this is the on the left side is the server not selected and the right side is the server which is selected. So DHCP discover is sent for both the servers and it offers, DHCP offers is given by the servers and the configuration is selected by the client and it accepts that. Okay. If the server is selected, then the DHCP acknowledgement is given and the other one will release all the things. Okay. So the possible question here is demonstrate DHCP briefly. Thank you.